evening sun cast an amber glow over the city of Alexandria, illuminating the bustling marketplace and the grand palace that overlooked the Mediterranean. Yet behind the palace walls, the atmosphere was far from serene. Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt, stood at the heart of a storm. Mark Antony's forces were crumbling against Octavian's relentless advance, and the fate of Egypt hung in the balance. Cleopatra's fingers tightened around a scroll, a report from her spies along the Nile. The inked words revealed treachery and shifting allegiances within her ranks. Her trusted advisor, Amunet, had risked her life to deliver this crucial intelligence. Cleopatra knew that their survival depended on more than just brute force. It required wit, secrecy, and alliances forged in the shadows. As twilight fell, Cleopatra convened a secret council in her private chambers. Amunet, veiled and silent, stood to one side as Cleopatra addressed her closest confidants. Cleopatra began, her voice steady but resolute.
But the spirit of Egypt is unyielding. We must secure allies, quash the traitors in our midst, and outmaneuver Octavian's spies.
A murmur of agreement echoed through the room. Among the council members was Cassius, a Roman defector whose loyalty had been bought with promises of wealth and power. Cleopatra knew that trust was a fragile commodity, but desperation made strange bedfellows. Days turned into weeks as Cleopatra's network of spies and emissaries worked tirelessly. Amunet infiltrated Roman camps, bringing back whispers of dissent among Octavian's ranks. Cleopatra played a delicate game of chess, moving her pieces strategically, each step a calculated risk. Amidst the political intrigue, Cleopatra found solace in her moments with Mark Antony. Their love, though shadowed by the looming threat of Rome, was a beacon of hope. One night, as they stood on a balcony overlooking the harbor, Antony took her hand.
Cleopatra, my love for you is eternal,
Antony whispered.
but Rome's power is vast and Octavian is merciless. We must be prepared for any outcome.
Cleopatra's eyes hardened.
We will not go quietly into the annals of history. Together, we will fight until our last breath.
But Octavian's net tightened. When word reached that Antony's forces had suffered a devastating defeat, the whispers of betrayal grew louder. Cleopatra's heart ached, but she steeled herself for the final confrontation. She summoned Cassius, suspecting his loyalty had wavered.
Cassius!
Cleopatra spoke as she regarded him intently.
Am I to trust that your allegiance remains with Egypt, or have you once again become a pawn of Rome?
Cassius faltered, his eyes betraying guilt. Cleopatra's voice grew colder.
If you have betrayed us, there will be no mercy.
The next dawn, Cleopatra stood at the forefront of her remaining loyal forces. As Octavian's army approached, she delivered a rousing speech.
We fight not just for lands and titles, but for the soul of Egypt. Let our enemies know that we are unbroken, that our spirit will endure.
The battle was fierce, but ultimately Cleopatra's forces were no match for Octavian's might. As Rome's soldiers stormed the palace, Cleopatra retreated to her sanctum. With Amunet by her side, she prepared her final act of defiance.
It is time,
Cleopatra said, her voice unwavering. Amunet, tears brimming in her eyes, handed Cleopatra the fateful asp. Cleopatra held the asp close, feeling its lethal venom ready to seal her destiny.
My beloved Egypt, my companions in arms, this is not the end, but a new beginning. Our story will live on.
With her final breath, Cleopatra ensured that her legacy would endure. Amunet, carrying secret missives and the tales of Cleopatra's courage, escaped the palace to disseminate the truth. Octavian might have taken Egypt, but Cleopatra's indomitable spirit and the sacrifices of those loyal to her would reverberate through history. In the end, Cleopatra's last gamble was not for naught. The Queen of the Nile became a legend, her tale of passion, strategy, and defiance immortalized, inspiring generations to remember the fierce and formidable ruler who fought to the very end for her beloved Egypt.